Hi guys, it's Ariel. Today I'm going to be talking about TV shows from basically any time before 2010. I don't really watch like old stuff like I Love Lucy and stuff like that. I watch things pretty much from like the mid to late 80s all the way through the 2000s. Um, and somebody pointed out to me that I basically live in the 90s and stuff like that when it comes to TV shows. And I actually hadn't really thought about it until I was staying with a friend of mine a couple years ago, Sarah. I've talked about her. And I didn't really know their TV channels. I couldn't ever remember them, and every time I wrote it down, I lost them. So I figured out what channel was ABC Family and kind of just left it on ABC Family all day. And if I wanted to watch something different, I either said tough shit or I turned on YouTube because I kind of just didn't want to mess with it. But every day when she came home, it happened to be Boy Meets World. And me being a creature of habit, this happened for about 2 weeks straight. And she finally asked, she was like, do you watch anything but Boy Meets World? And I'm like, yeah. And I started like naming off stuff, and it all was like from the 90s and early 2000s for the most part. And she was like, you live in the 90s. And I'm like, I do. I never thought about it, but I do. And I said this to my friend Pablo the other night. I've talked about her as well. And she suggested that I make a video about the TV shows that I watch or watched. A lot of these are not actually on air anymore, and that kind of makes me sad. But a lot of these are. Like, my all-time favorite ones, honestly, are Boy Meets World, Full House, and Saved by the Bell. I don't really know why, because some levels Saved by the Bell is kind of cheesy, but I like it. I continue to watch it. Full House has been one of my favorites pretty much since I was born. I feel like I've watched that literally my entire life. What throws me off is the fact that that show has been over for 19 years. And Saved by the Bell has been over for 21 years. Fun fact, according to Wikipedia, anyway, so take it at face value, it might not be real. Supposedly, the final episode of Saved by the Bell aired May 25th, 1993. That was 2 days before I was born. And Boy Meets World is just like my favorite. I don't know why. There's just something about it that I love. I've seen every episode of all 3 shows probably 10 times, and for some reason they don't get boring to me. Like, I literally could probably live on watching just those 3 shows for a while without getting bored. And frankly, if I could get like box sets, I'm kind of seeing the appeal of the box sets and things. I would probably save so much money on like satellite for the most part, or cable or whatever. If I just had internet and box sets of the TV shows that I like, I'd probably be great, because I watch reruns anyway, with the exception of Girl Code and Guy Code, Ridiculousness, Awkward, and for some reason recently Degrassi. I don't really watch too many shows actively that are still new. Anyway, so a couple other ones that I really like that I've seen a ton of is Roseanne, Rugrats, Hey Arnold. Here, I'll just read you my list. And some of these, by the way, I actually am like, I wasn't really into until I got older, like Friends and Everybody Loves Raymond. Don't know why, couldn't get into those. And the most 90s thing, actually, or 90s, 2000s, I don't actually know, Seinfeld. I've never liked Seinfeld. I still don't like Seinfeld. I don't know why, it just isn't funny to me. I feel like I'm the only person that's seen Seinfeld that didn't think it was hilarious. Anyway, on with my list. I'm just gonna read it as I wrote it, and there's quite a few here, so I'll get to it. The list says Rugrats, Hey Arnold, That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire, Family Matters, Friends, Everybody Loves Raymond, Even Stevens, All That, Kenan and Kel, Old Rugrats, I didn't write it down Old SpongeBob, Old Fairly Odd Parents, Kim Possible, Phil of the Future, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Doug, Recess, As Told by Ginger, The Wild Thornberrys, Chalkzone, My Life as a Teenage Robot, Unfabulous, and so many more that I probably forgot to mention. And like I said, I didn't really get into Friends or anything. Honestly, Friends has been within the last like year or so. I don't know why. And Everybody Loves Raymond has been the last couple of years. I feel like I just had to mature a little bit to get the humor. Because when I'd watch them before, I'm like, this isn't funny. Like, I can remember watching Friends specifically when I was younger and going, why is this so popular? I don't see why this is funny. Now I think it's great. Still not my favorite, though. It's not gonna top Boy Meets World or Full House. It's just not. Don't really know why it won't, but it won't. And I've recently been watching Malcolm in the Middle. That's another one that I never really saw the appeal of. I don't really know why I enjoy it so much, because for the most part I don't think it's that funny. But it has its moments, and it's like, it's kind of quirky. I think that's why I like it. It's not really funny, it's quirky. And I like that. Oh, another show that I do watch that's new, saying quirky reminded me, Big Bang Theory. I like Big Bang Theory. And I guess How I Met Your Mother counts, even though I think the series is now over. I haven't seen the last season at all. I watched the rest of it on Netflix recently. And I'm just waiting for them to put season 9 on there so I can finally see everything. Because I wasn't done with season 8 before they started season 9, so I didn't start watching. And I don't see them repeat those episodes. So, there's that. But, there's another thing too with a lot of my favorites. I mentioned a lot of Nickelodeon ones over Disney Channel because I really liked Disney Channel, but I had Nickelodeon longer. Because when I was really little, like under 10, we didn't have Disney Channel. We'd get it randomly on occasion, and I don't know why. And the only thing I remember watching on Disney Channel was PB&J Otter. I got so excited when I realized they actually still play that it's for like kids under the age of like 8. I sat there and watched it one day for like 2 hours just because I got excited. And this was recently, by the way. This was within the last like 6 months. And I don't know, like, I like the humor with older shows for some reason. And I keep finding more that it's like I've known about but never really watched. Like, I'm starting to watch Kings of Queens. My parents have both watched that one for years. And like I said, Malcolm in the Middle. Oh, Smart Guy. I don't remember that being on television when I was little, but I guess it was. Maybe it was on a channel I didn't have, but probably Disney Channel. And I now am watching that one because they play it on MTV sometimes. They need to put it on Netflix. And I don't know. I didn't count a couple things just because it just didn't matter, but I guess that covers mostly the ones I like. Like I said, I told you my favorites, so I don't know what to say anymore. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite TV shows that were before 2010. They can be any era before that. I've considered trying to watch like the really old shows, like from the 50s and 60s. Like, a friend of mine really likes I Love Lucy, and I keep thinking about actually watching that, but every time I think about watching it is when it's not on. So, I don't know. Eventually I might branch out and watch stuff like that too. I just don't think the stuff on TV is that funny anymore. Like, I on occasion will watch something like, I don't know why, but for some reason I like Jessie on Disney Channel. I like Austin and Ally. I kind of like How to Rock. That's on Nickelodeon. But at the same time, I think it's kind of stupid, and the very first episode was a total ripoff of That's So Raven. And that just kind of irritated me, because it was exactly, like, the whole premise behind it was the exact same thing as That's So Raven. I'm like, that's bullshit. Don't steal TV. Don't steal episode ideas. Yep, I guess that's it. Bye. Hi guys, it's Ariel. So, first off, I still don't understand why the hell I greet you guys with "Hi, it's Ariel" at every video. At this point, I think everyone's going to know that. Apparently, that's just my thing. Yeah. So, there you go. I just questioned something like that. That's not what this is about. Grr, put this at the end too. Every video I feel like is going to possibly start with the camera moving. I really need to get a tripod. Can someone invest in the National Bank of Ariel? I'm not asking for donations. I'm making a bad joke. I'm not funny. Why do you guys watch me? Go watch Smosh. They're kind of funny still. Why am I promoting other people's channels on my own video? Oh yeah, because I like other YouTubers and I'm not that great of one. Dear Lord. I just tried to film this entire video and then found out my camera wasn't working right and wasn't actually filming. It's filming now. I can see the screen in the mirror. And it's not gonna be the same, I don't think. But I'm going to continue to try to do this anyway because, well, I felt like talking about it. That's all I have to say about that. Anyway, this video is about TV shows that I grew up with, basically, that I watch now still because I'll just throw this out there. I do not really watch that much television that is modern or relevant, whatever. Anything that isn't. Grr. See, this is why the camera should have worked in the first place. God damn it.